Hi, everyone. I want to say thank you so much for having me here today. I am really excited to share with you my 11 steps to stepping into your true self and thriving as an entrepreneur. My name is Sahara Rose Devore. I am the owner of Sahara Rose Travels and the founder of the Travel Coach Network. I help people turn their passion for travel into their own travel coaching business. I help people take control over their travel dreams and have the lifestyle that they and the transformative experiences that they're looking for. And I also help companies optimize on the power of travel to enhance their corporate and wellness programs and their business travel programs. So again, today I am going to be talking about the 11 steps to stepping into your true self and thriving as an entrepreneur. Number one is to pave your own path and to listen to your inner self. That's something that rings really true to myself just because it's something that I did that led me to the path that I am today. So it's really easy to get caught up into the expectations from family or friends or society on what your next steps in life should be, and it's really easy to put that pressure on yourself and say, you know, at this age I should do this, or at this point in my business I should be doing this. But pave your own path, and remember, it's your life, your journey to be had, and to really listen to your inner self and see what feels right to you. Even if it's something that you don't know anyone else who's doing, or it's something you're really unfamiliar with, listen to yourself and your dreams and just go for it, because in this day and age anything is possible. So you can have all the resources and tools to create the life that you want, but it's up to you to first pave that path and to stay on that path and to block out all these outside noises so that you remain true to yourself. Number two is to become and do what feels right for you, even if no one has done it or heard of it before. And that's something that I have done when I come from the world of just traveling, just as a backpacker. And when I was ready to start my own business and trying to figure out what my purpose was and how I could use all my knowledge and my experiences in over the past decade traveling, I put together the travels and my love of travel and my knowledge of travel with my coaching, because I loved helping people. So even though I didn't know of anyone who was doing travel coaching per se or anything similar to it, I knew that it seemed right for me, and I was going to figure out a way to make it work for myself and to make it grow and thrive, because I knew throughout my journey traveling the world that there were so many other travelers who were looking for something very similar in a career, but because no one had already created that path, no one realized that, oh, this is something that I could possibly do for myself as an option as well. So I stuck to what felt right for me and what resonated with my passions and my interests, and I just ran with it. So even though it's something that your position, your title, whatever it is that you do is something that other people may not be familiar with, or you never heard of, or even you never heard of yourself, don't be afraid and to just throw a label that feels right to you and just go with it and make it work. Because if you have the passion and the expertise and the knowledge behind it, and you have the energy that you're going to put into it, then you're going to succeed one way or another, because it's something that rings true to yourself. Number three is don't compare yourself to the success of others. And in a world of social media and online, this can be really, really difficult, because you can scroll through Instagram or through Facebook and you can see other people who are in different fields of business, or maybe something similar to the field that you're in. And you put that pressure on yourself, like, oh, I'm not reaching the markers that they are. I'm not having the 10K, 20K, 100K, $1 million months like they're having. Then you're only doing a disservice to yourself. And you have to remember that this is your journey, your business is your journey, and their path in life and what happens in their business is their own. You don't know the steps that they took, or the hurdles they had to overcome, or maybe the resources they had to get to the point where they are, and that you may not have. So instead of comparing yourself and to the success of others, try to stay as focused as you can on yourself, one step at a time, and know that everything that happens within your business has a purpose, has a meaning behind it. You're meant to make a mistake and learn from it. You're meant to go at your own pace, and everything, the universe is going to reward you at certain times based on when it sees necessary. So if you feel like you're rushing something, or you want to just get to a point where you're making X amount of money in your business, you're actually going to feel it in the long run, and you're not going to, either you're missing opportunities to learn something, or you're maybe growing way too fast and it's going to come to a halt at one point and you're going to feel stuck and not prepared for it. Whatever it might be, just go at your own pace and don't let other people's success or what you see as success be of a hindrance to your own. And then number 5 is going to be, or number 4, I'm sorry, is don't wait for the perfect time to start anything. I have a lot of clients who come to me and say, when do I know is the right time to start my business? And I always say now. If you wait for a perfect moment to start a business or to do anything that is going in the direction of starting your business, you're only prolonging everything, your chance to succeed, and your chance to thrive, your chance to make an impact on the lives of others, and to really get that steam rolling in your business that you need and that it deserves, if you never make that first step and take that first leap and just go for it. I know it can be really scary to take the leap, and you feel like things need to be perfect in your eyes in order to, whether it's post that blog post or put that website up live, or to do whatever it might be, whatever step it is that you're feeling a little bit stuck on, that first step you feel is necessary for your business. And if you wait for it to be perfect, I promise you it's never going to happen, because there's no point in your business where you feel like everything is perfect. There's always going to be room to grow. Things are always going to be changing and evolving, and you're going to be learning and making so many different mistakes. And if you try to make a point where everything's perfect and you want to cushion and prevent any mistakes or learning to happen, you're really not going to get yourself to a level of success in your business that you really are looking for, because all of those things are necessary to grow. Number 5 is going to be accept changes and evolution of your ideas and business, and don't get set on just your initial idea. When you think of some of the most successful companies there are, think of Facebook, think of Amazon, and think of Uber and Starbucks. These are companies that started as one idea and then evolved into what they are now. If their founders never allowed any change to happen in the initial phase of their business, and they stuck really stubbornly to just the initial idea, that first thought of what they think their business is that they're creating, and they didn't let anything change or more for any outside influences or listen to their market, then their businesses would not be what they are today. A lot of big companies start as one idea and then they grow and to something different, and that's what boosts them to the level of success that they're looking for and that there are nowadays. And so that's what I challenge you to do in your business is, even though you can be so excited that, oh, I have this great idea and this is what I feel like is right, allow yourself to learn more, to listen to other people, listen to your clients and get feedback and change it and morph it, because you never know what potential your business has if you don't allow it to change in any way. Number 6 is to ask for help. This is something that can be really difficult for people, especially if it was for me. I'm someone who my whole life have always wanted to do things on my own, but I learned that when you start a business, one of the best things you could do is ask for help in many different ways for many different things, whether that's working with a mentor or a coach or to enroll in a program yourself. There's always things to be learning, and you don't know what you don't know. So the connections that other people can have, the knowledge that other people has, can really help you grow your business and grow as a person, as an entrepreneur, and your vision and your mission of your business. Overall, you just never know. But then also something that my mentor, David Meltzer, who's the CEO of Sports One Marketing and one of the investors on Entrepreneur.com's show Elevator Pitch, one of my favorite things that he always says is that always ask people, do you know someone who can help me? And that's always something that really resonates with me, because it's so true. Sometimes you might go to someone and they might not be able to help you, but don't be afraid to say, do you know someone who could help me? Someone may not be in your field, but they know someone who might be in your field, or someone who might be able to assist you the way that you're looking for, or take you to the next level that you're looking for, give you the guidance you're looking for. So don't be afraid to ask for help. The worst that's going to happen is someone is going to say no or not answer you back, whether it's an email or in person or however you ask them for help. Just go for it, and you never know what can come out of it. Number 7 is going to be to learn. Keep on learning. Like I said before, you don't know what you don't know. There's so much information out there to help strengthen what you do, what you teach, your services, your products, your knowledge base. I know that your business stems from a place of inspiration and passion and a transformation maybe you had in your life that got you to start the business that you have, but strengthen your vision and your mission for your business and your brand with so much more information out there, because you also don't know what doors might open for you if you do so. If you try down a different route and see, based on research you've done on your topic, that maybe this is an area of focus that I could really thrive more in and use my services to really enhance than I initially thought, then this direction might have been. So continue to learn. It's one of the best things I ever did for my business, is to take the time to do your research by reading articles, publications, reading studies, statistics, doing market research of other studies of your own, talking to your audience or your clients or on your social media, whatever it might be. Do research and keep on learning, because you never know what ideas might come up or how your business might take shape and form. And number 8 is going to be of service to others and offer value. You can never give too much free information, and you can't be of too much value to people. A lot of times people, especially online coaches, are really afraid of giving free information. They feel like, oh, if I give it all for free and I already share it, then what are people going to pay me for? What are people going to buy my services and my products or whatever it is that you sell? Why would they spend money if I'm giving it for free? And that couldn't be further from the truth. If you think of some of the people that you really idolize online, whether it's in the coaching world or whatever field it is that you're in, or whoever it is that you idolize, I'm pretty sure they probably give really great free information out there, whether it's in video clips or the content they put out, the copywriting that they have, the photos they have, whatever it is of value. Maybe it's free trainings they give. There's always something of value, and that's what draws you to them. That's what builds the likability factor, and that's what ultimately wants them to trust you and to want to work with you, because you can give all the free information in the world. Think of all of the blogs that are out there, especially for me, coming from the travel world, which is one of the things that inspired me to become a travel coach. Was I was a travel blogger for really long, just on my own terms, wasn't paid for it, just for fun, sharing my stories and my tips and advice over the years. But I realized that so many people were still coming to me asking for very similar questions, and I thought to myself, with all the resources, tools, blogs out there, especially on travel, and especially things on like budget tips and stuff like that, safety tips, people are still coming to me. I'm saying to myself, there's a roadblock somewhere. People are still struggling to either find the proper information or implementing that information. And therefore, that's one of the things that I started doing as a travel coach, was helping people implement the information that they did find, but how to actually use that. So that is something that you should really take in consideration when you're giving your value, giving the content that you put out there to your audience on your platforms, is to provide value for people, because that's what's going to set you apart from other people in your field or online, and it's going to draw people to you versus to others. And number 9 is to use criticism and rejection to help you become better at what you do, to gain clarity in your business, and to drive motivation. Being criticized is really scary, but the reality of the situation is, if you're going to have an online business, you're putting yourself out to a whole audience of people, whole world of people who are going to criticize you, who can criticize you, who can say anything that they want about what you do and stuff. But it's up to you of whether you choose to absorb the information and what to do with that, or how you're going to feel about that. It's up to you to control that. So it's really easy to take any negativity or criticism and be really angry about it, or say, why don't they understand what I'm doing, or how can they not agree with me, or, you know, why don't they see my value? But that's not going to get you anywhere. It's really going to just make you really unmotivated in what you do, because you're going to feel like you're in a funk. So instead, I want you to take that criticism and learn from it, because there's a reason people say things. So yeah, there's the criticism of people who are just trolls and jealous and whatnot, but there's also the criticism that can give you some insight onto, maybe I didn't explain that well enough. Maybe I'm not doing a very good job at doing X, Y, and Z. Maybe I should go back and look at my content, go back and look at what I'm putting out there and how I'm putting myself out there, and how can I use that to better my business and what I do as an entrepreneur, instead of taking it and being angry about it, because that's not going to get you anywhere. So that's something I really would tell my clients to do, because it's something that can be really a tough position about working in the online world, or even just in business in general, when you're opening yourself up to other people. And there's just so much room for people to say something or give critiques, but use that to better your business and to grow. And then also just learn as well, just to not listen to people too. There's a point where it's just, if someone's something someone says just isn't helpful at all, isn't going to be helpful at all, just learn to block it and to move on, and to not let it get you down. And if you believe enough in yourself and what you do, that's all that matters. Number 10 is to step into your own space and own it. Be the expert and the go-to person in your field. And that's something that I really, really want to hone in on, because if you don't fully believe in yourself and what you do, no one's going to. It's up to you to step into that role and say, this is what I do, this is why I do it, this is why I'm different, and this is how I'm going to help, and you need to work with me. Because when you exude that confidence and you exude that passion, and you use your personal experiences, and everything comes from a place of authenticity, then that you're going to attract those right people, those right clients, who are going to want to follow you and want to work with you, and you're going to want to engage with. And that's what's really going to make this whole journey as an entrepreneur and growing your business really exciting and fun, because that's really what it should be. This is your life, and your life should be exciting and fun, which is one of the reasons why we get into things like starting a business online, because you're choosing to do something that is unique to yourself and gives you the freedom lifestyle that you want, and something that ultimately is going to make you happier overall. So be sure to step into that role and take charge, own it, and say, declare your position and say, this is who I am, and this is why I'm going to make a difference in what I do. And then lastly, number 11 is to balance your lifestyle. And it's really easy to get caught up into being obsessed with your work, and to, trust me, I know it's really fun and exciting to do this work, especially if you're just starting out or in the first couple of years, and you just want to work, but it's also really important to balance that with things that make you happy outside of work, things like being with your dog, or being with your family, being with your kids, going on a hike, or taking a trip somewhere, whatever it might be, whatever it is that you enjoy, even if it's like a daily break, take something every day, take time every day, like 5 minutes, to do something you really, really love. And it will really help with your mindset and help you get to a place of get you refreshed. And also, you never know what creative ideas you might get when you're taking that little respite from your business and giving yourself that time to enjoy just, anything else. There's days that, just if you want to be lazy on the couch all day long and watch movies, go for it and do it. Give yourself that, the ability to do that, because that's one of the reasons why you start a business online, right? Is to have the freedom to do whatever you want when you want, to work on your own time and schedule. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, especially just starting out, you get so I don't want to say obsessed, because it sounds really bad, but like you just want to work all the time, because you believe so much in what you do, and you know the potential that it's going to have, and the level you're going to get it to, and the time and effort it needs to get into it, which are great qualities to have. And trust me, a lot of people don't have those. So when you want to be dedicated to your job and work all the time, that's amazing. But also really important to balance your mindset, your health and your wellness as well with it. And so just take time for yourself. And ending on that, I want to leave you with a little bit of a fun mindset activity I like to share with my clients that I came up with, and it's based on the Three Stooges show. And this is how it helps you remember. So it's Larry, Curly, and Moe, who are the characters of Three Stooges. So Larry represents learn. So every day, learn something new. And this is all to help you enhance your business and yourself. Learn something new, read an article, listen to a podcast, attend a free training online, do something that you learn something new that can go back to your business or to strengthen you as an entrepreneur. And then there's Curly. Curly is going to be comical. I think it's really important to laugh. So do something every day that makes you laugh. So either I love comedy shows, watch a funny movie, read jokes in a book, read memes online, talk to a friend who makes you laugh all the time, whatever it is, do something that makes you laugh. Laughter is really infectious. It boosts your endorphins. It makes you happy, and it helps with balancing that stress that you have as an entrepreneur. And then lastly, there's Mo. Mo is for motivate. Do something every day that motivates you. Doesn't necessarily mean that it makes you go out and do something, but motivates you to take one more step closer to reaching your business goals. So that could be anything from similarly to listening to a podcast, listening to someone who really inspires you, have a mentorship call with someone, or maybe just talk to your best friend and get feedback on something and get yourself back on track in the right mindset. And yeah, so these are all things that are going to help you for yourself or within your business. So I want to say thank you so much for having me. I hope that you guys learn something from this and use some of my steps to help you grow as an entrepreneur and to really thrive in what you do. I want to thank you and have a great day. Again, you can visit me, Sahara Rose Travels, and on my website, thetravelcoachnetwork.com, or follow me at Sahara Rose Travels on Instagram or on Facebook. Bye, everyone.